And what is good, y'all? Welcome back to the Director Z YouTube page. I am Luzard, or the Luis Zapatero, for those of you who know. And today, mostly because I'm also kind of saying, like, on the side, I've been writing this sci-fi novel and taking a lot from, the shit I watch in Tonkatsu, some comic inspirations, some Dune and some Halo and StarCraft and shit like that. And it also allowed me to read more sci-fi novels. I'm currently on Children of Dune. I finished Dune Messiah. I'm currently reading The Three Body Problem, which is very, very good. And I didn't expect it to be that good and like all about the Fermi paradox and like the dark forest theory. And learning about sci-fi and wanting to incorporate things like automatons and aliens and war and colonization, it allowed me to kind of ask questions and look more into the whole thing of the Fermi paradox. And if you don't know what it is, this guy named Enrico Fermi was this physicist who basically proposed that, well, the universe is thousands upon millions of trillions of miles wide, right? And it's also probably billions and billions of years old. There's all kinds of star systems and planets out there, and it's so huge and so fast, right? So where the fuck is everybody? It's like at the end of that D12 song, my band, and Eminem's like, where did everybody go? Like we're all sending signals and radios and the SETI and the Hubble telescope and all that. And we're trying our best. But really, you can go to in the middle of any body of water, if it's an ocean or a lake or whatever, even a pool. Just take a glass of water. Look at that. Just the glass. Look at the water that's in the glass. That's how much space that we have seen since we have went out there and looked at stuff with telescopes and satellites. Think about that for a second. Space is so fucking big, but we've only seen that much in a fucking glass cup, not a pitcher, a glass cup. And so that's why I'm doing this video on the Fermi paradox and where the fuck are the aliens? And so the first theory we want to talk about, of course, is the rare earth theory, which a lot of people kind of believe, but it's still a hypothesis and it's still only a theory. It's none of this is true. All these are theory going in. And the rare earth is basically that we're special. You know how you're like your mom or one of your fucking family members tries to say that, oh, well, you're very special, but it really just means, they just want you to feel that way. Is this true? Absolutely not. I don't feel like if the universe is as big as Enrico Fermi theorizes, why would we be the only single intelligent life in the entire? Like maybe there's microbes or fish people or some other shit, millions upon millions of light years away. But why would we be the only anomaly? That's a head scratcher. Okay, I'm not sure if I'm on board with this one, but it is a theory. So that's the rare earth. And the next one is called the Gaian bottleneck. And for those of you who don't know what that is, even I was like, is that like a bird or something? Apparently, the Gaian bottleneck from an astrobiologist named Dr. Aditya Chopra suggests that alien beings are all dead, just extinct, just gone. They simply did not make it. Life forms on habitable planets fail to emerge quickly, like, how evolution occurred over here, or may have, don't know. And planets fail to emerge quickly enough to stabilize the planet and pave the way for more life. So basically, you see that evolution thing of like a fish taking steps out of the thing and then it grows and then it turns into like whatever. On other planets, basically it was like a little fish was barely coming out of the thing and then like a meteor or a fucking solar flare or some kind of syzygy or some weird space anomaly just destroyed it. Space is very fucking dangerous and there's very big chances that there was hospitable life or it tried to go somewhere and it just didn't because of all the anomalies in space. So that's another theory, the Gaian bottleneck. I'm not even sure if I'm saying that. It's spelled Gaian and then bottleneck. And the next one is called the Great Filter, which is also the one you see right here. Other intelligent aliens died in mass extinction events, and we might be next. So it's kind of like what I said before, but the Gaian bottleneck is more like the inhabitants or the way the planet was built. It wasn't meant for habitable life. It wasn't meant for anyone to actually live down there. The Great Filter is that the theory that because Earth has been through many multiple mass extinction events, as the dinosaurs and other fucking intelligent races and tribes and people that have just gone off the map. Nevertheless, we evolved into complex creatures. What if all these habitable planets that were hit with killer asteroids or scorched by solar flares, torn apart by geological upheavals, seared by supernovas or gamma ray bursts of radiation, and all of that, the Earth is the only successful planet to hurdle the stumbling blocks and the obstacles. It could be. There's possibly a great filter in the entire universe that says if you could get through these and if you still have life, you'll survive. But other planets might not be so, you know, lucky, I guess. Now, this next one has a lot to do with, like type 3 civilizations or the type 4 or whatever, like just advanced super beings. And it's called the Great Silence. This Kardashev scale tells what kind of types of civilizations and advanced alien races out there. Type 1, Type 2, Type 3. Type 3 are capable of just like interstellar travel and like psychic ability, all kinds of shit that we wouldn't be able to fathom. And apparently, the Great Silence is basically saying, yeah, we're not really worth the alien lives coming and saying, hey, no. Silent hypothesis posed that the advanced beings that belong to a Type 3 civilization on the Kardashev scale, able to harness energy output of a whole galaxy, simply do not reach out to insignificant carbon-based life forms. IG or IE, whatever it's us. Why bother with Type 0 biped? We're not even on the scale. We're Type 0 and we're bipeds. We walk on, the two legs. Their fucking race or whatever, Type 3, doesn't even walk or doesn't even like transubstantiate or look like us, like at all. Another one is the early bird theory. Now, I couldn't really find a picture for this. I just looked up early bird theory and this is the first thing that came up. But yeah, it basically means that we have a huge head start when it comes to life beginning on Earth. And we're the most advanced, and that everyone else is still trying to like catch up to us. We're already like, whew, not even, we're probably not even in the middle, but we're like way past the beginning starting line. And all the other races are like turtles and like slugs just going, they can't even make it past the first line, is what this theory is saying. So we're, early bird special, those old people that pull up to fucking hometown buffet at like 5 or 6 in the morning. That's us. And then the sixth theory, I don't know. I like this one a lot. It's plausible because this whole time we've been searching for ETs in some form of like radio waves and biological life. But this theory suggests that we've been doing it wrong and that the races outside as life as we know it is not what we know at all. And all I know is that I know nothing. And life, but not as we know it. This theory suggests that we've had it all wrong and that ETs may not be biological life at all. And astronomer Lord Martin Rees said that they might be machines, non organic creatures. Like, not things that have blood, not things that have flesh. They might just be cold, organic, cold, inorganic, like steel machines, androids, cyborgs, whatever you want to call it. So we should be looking for solar harvesting, non carbon based structures instead of listening for, radio signals and sending out satellites with fucking radio signals. But, like, even if they were robots or machines, pretty sure they wouldn't want anything to do with us. I don't know. Like, maybe they look at the shit that we already invented to ourselves as like, that's what they do with technologies. I don't want to deal with them motherfuckers. Like, they make movies about killing us. Fucking Terminator. You think they actually give a shit about the media? Like, if they actually give a shit about like the Hollywood movies that we portray of killing aliens and shit, and they're probably like, no. Like, that's not a theory. That's just something I'm making up at the top of my head. And the next one is we got a long road ahead of us. Basically means that we haven't even scratched the iceberg surface that is the big ass iceberg of contact or alien life. And a lot more searching has to do. SETI has barely scratched the surface of the radio universe, and there are many more wavelengths to scan, and we shouldn't give hope just yet. So it's basically saying that it's gonna take a long time. You might not see them in this life, just like a three-body problem. When you find out the Santee or Tricelarians, whatever you want to call them, it's like, oh, well, we're gonna come to Earth, and you're like, it's like, but it's going to take about 400 years, and you're just like, should I be afraid? I'm not gonna live long enough to. Should I be afraid? Of course, you're gonna have like this existential, anxious dread. Aliens are coming, and they're fucking terrifying. But that's what, like, there's another theory that I'm probably gonna talk about afterwards. But the next one, theory number 8, is the Star Wars intro. A galaxy far, far away. Which basically means that 46.5 billion light years in the distance to the edge of the observable universe. Basically means if aliens wanted to contact us, they're basically going, it's too damn far. The whole universe, fucking huge. And yeah, for the theory to say, like, it's too far, it's just, it makes sense. And yeah, that's the Fermi paradox. And these are like 8 theories, but they're not hypotheses. Like, they're not actually, meant to be taken seriously. It's all just theorized and nothing's congruent. And yeah, that's this video. Thank you for joining me. Like and subscribe and share the video if you liked it, and see you in the next one.